This is the Dota 2 Canada Cup. I'm eGad. Sorry about the minor technical difficulty that happened beforehand. Joining me here is going to be More Rage Please, or MRP, and then Resident Canadian Pax is going to be doing stats for us. And yeah, let's get this underway.
Yeah, excited to see how BSJ and Summers Rift do. They were champions of Season 4, and they're on the brink of elimination here in S5. Already, we're seeing Summers Rift really focus their draft on Justin. He's one of the standout players for eHug. Queen of Pain, one of his big heroes. SF, even more popular with him. They've banned him out, picked up the Queen of Pain, and eHug, they also love their Drow Visage. So the first pick, Visage, was countered up with an immediate Drow pick by Summers Rift.
Yeah, the Drow pick is pretty fun. I like seeing everybody pick up the Drow, and let's see. The Visage, the Nyx. What else could you pair with that? You know, you take away the Visage from the Drow composition, so you already got yourself a solid counter out there, and the Familiars are pretty good, and also the Solar Crest. You know, that's a pretty sick item to pick up on the Visage as well and apply it to everybody, and synergizes pretty well with the Nyx. So let's see what else they could go with that. You know, I wanted to see a PL, but they banned it away, sadly. The Puck comes in as well, and just taking away more solid picks. I would go with the Drow, and the Puck here can catch the Drow pretty easily.
Yeah, definitely that Precision Aura helps out the Puck a lot in mid lane. Already pretty good LH early on. I'm wondering if eHug is actually going to put Infinity on this Puck in the off lane. He does run that quite often, but that would mean the Nyx would have to be in a support role, which is a little bit odd as a combo Nyx Visage. With the Grave Chill, though, Impale's definitely possible to land. As you mentioned, Solar Crest, definitely a natural kind of path for this Visage, especially up against the Dazzle. The one thing I do worry a bit for Summers Rift is that BSJ is going to be on this Drow, and it certainly is not a BSJ type of hero. So a little odd.
Ah, there we go. I forgot that I had a co-caster unmuted there. Oh man, I was not ready for this. It's been a long time since I've casted Dota. But the Tidehunter comes in. I was like, why is it echoing? But the Tidehunter comes in, and solid initiation, and that's normally where you would see IX Mike play, but we have Dank Mech standing in. So that's not IX Mike on a Smurf or anything, it's just Dank Mech. So it'll be fun to see what he can do, filling in the offlane role. I don't know if he will be playing offlane since, you know, he's got Mech in his name. Maybe he's going to be playing support. Who knows? And yeah, let's see what happens with that. eHug needing their next pick. Needing, you know, their core and another support. Earthshaker's still on the deck too. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Jeez. I guess the Dazzle as well, like the Axe pickup too, wouldn't be too bad. Put it in a one position and farm an Axe up. I've seen Black do it on Team Tinker before. Why not?
Yeah, they might even opt for an Invoker late pick here. Justin's pretty damn capable with that hero, and the Orchid is very nice up against the Queen of Pain if he goes Quaswex, as well as the Dazzle. So I wouldn't mind seeing that come out from eHug here. They do have a lot of range damage at this point, so that would look to supplement it, but they do need a little bit of tankability with them. Really, the only kind of tanky-ish target is the Visage thus far.
Well, the Nyx can be considered, I guess, with the Spike Carapace. You know, block one ability or two. But the Witch Doctor coming out, so that's pretty good control. You get yourself some solid sustain too outside of the fights, and yeah, let's see how it plans out. The Death Ward as well. I don't know if he's gonna play it Boogie-esque, where he just kind of goes boots and forgoes every item and puts the Visage onto a 5 roll and then just goes straight Ags. But who knows? So last bands to come out. Still need to see the one position for eHug. Still need to see another support for Summers Rift. And this is a best of one. These teams are all in losers bracket right now. The one who wins this will go to fight up against Wheel. And the one who wins the game after the Wheel versus this decider will be playing against Boreal Esports. So there's a lot in the line, and you know, Nar V2 is kind of just ready and waiting at the grand final spot.
Yeah, I mean, both those Wheel and Boreal games are tough orders to fulfill here for both of these teams. So it's going to be some really good action, best of ones, as you mentioned. Really, anything can happen in this format. Summers Rift are going to opt to ban out the Anti-Mage here. Don't mind that pickup. I mean, the Blink is really nice up against the Drow, being able to cancel up that marksmanship, although he is a little bit countered early on before he picks up the mana with the Orchid from the Queen of Pain. So don't know if eHug would have opted for that. Either way, they're going to remove that in addition to their PL there, and the Enigma going to be taken out by eHug.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see the Enigma with the bracers, you know, from the compendium. Just drop out the super solid black hole.
The Gaben hole.
The Gaben hole with the money. I remember seeing that skin on Reddit. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But, all right. Last support pickup here. Wouldn't be surprised if there's an Earthshaker in the mix. Vengeful Spirit as well to, you know, synergize with the Aura for Drow, as well as the solid minus armor reduction. That's a lot of decent reduction there.
Yeah, Avenge removed from the pool by eHug, wisely so. But as you mentioned, would have been a really nice pickup for Summer's Rift here. They could go something like an Earthshaker. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, the familiars don't get affected by the Echo, but I believe they amplify it as well. So that's pretty good.
Disruptor.
Well, yeah, I was going to look for long-range cancel against the Witch Doctor, but Static Storm serves kind of the same purpose as does Glimpse. So that's a pretty nice pickup for Summer's Rift.
Yeah, so Static Storm, going to be fun, especially if he can find his own egg, stop up the items, stop up the BKBs, and they go for the Spectre. So we're kind of in for the long haul here. So that's going to be pretty fun. Let me hop into the in-game overlay. Boom. Yeah, that's all set up good. Make sure nothing else breaks. I don't want my computer to blow up anymore. That was a bit of a heart attack that I had. But yeah, so Spectre will be the last pick of the one position for eHug. They're going to try to delay this game out and get that Radiance, maybe? There's still some interesting items that could be picked up on the Spectre, but Radiance could be the core. And if he does get shut down early, I'm going to be pretty scared. I'm going to be pretty scared for eHug.
And they definitely have the propensity to do so, does Summer's Rift. They have a lot of early mid-game potential. You pick up the Blink on the Tidehunter, you pick up that Orchid on the Queen of Pain. There's going to be a lot of aggression queued up against this Spectre. And if they can drop a Thunderclap on her, even if she gets into the trees, the Glimpse range will more often than not be able to bring her back into danger.
Thunderclap? You mean Thundershock? Thunderbolt? Thundershock. We're going into some old Dota here. You're going to see a Dwarven avatar coming out there?
It'd be nice.
All right.
Retro.
Last hits up. So let's do the introductions real quick. We're going to have eHug. We got Ja playing himself the Visage. Bloody Nine, whose Bat Rider is infamous, will be taking it to the support role with the Witch Doctor. Infinity on his Puck. And then taking the one role will be Justin on the Spectre. And going by himself, MJW will be playing the Nix up in the top off lane.
Yeah, over on the Dire side, we got Summer's Rift. We're going to see Jimmy taking up the Disruptor towards the bot lane. BSJ a little bit out of his comfort zone on the Drow. We'll see how he fares. Brax in the mid lane on that Queen of Pain. Whitebeard going to pick up the Dazzle. And finally, Dankmech going towards what seems to be a solo safe lane on this Tidehunter.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a matchup for him, actually. He should be able to farm it no problem. And, a little bit of a scuffle. Bloody Nine. It's going to be first blood. Just gets caught out immediately. And as they were saying, their good luck have funds. Summer's Rift just come out swinging. And off a pretty shaky Red Bull performance, you know. They went 0-3 and just got immediately destroyed. And Dota TV. What? What'd I do? Am I not, did I not hear my mic? Is that what's going on? No, it's on. My mic is enabled. I don't know what's going on. I'm being trolled by Mott.
Mine as well. So, Mott Pack's widely considered to be one of the more mentally stable members of High Ground TV. Odd if he was trolling us, but
no, I know. It was weird. I guess I had to tab out and in, so it's working now. The bounty runes, they are split, so we get Brax getting one and Infinity getting the other. So nothing too crazy there.
Yeah, no GG quite yet. Couple of Magic Bush wards going to be dropped down in the Radiant Jungle, though, by Summer's Rift, so they're going to already look to stop the pull-throughs from this Visage and Witch Doctor.
Yeah, the thing is, though, he actually has he's got his own Observer. Never mind, I thought it was a Sentry for a second, but he can't deward that, and he's going to be pretty annoyed that he can't pull, so maybe we'll see a counter ward eventually, but for now, Bloody Nine, he went for the boots, so I'm expecting aggressive plays. I want to see some roam arounds with the smoke and a cask attempt onto mid. I mean, Banana Slam Jamma, he's a pretty proficient core player, and I mean, if you can shut him down early, you take away a lot of Summer's Rift's carry potential.
Yeah, Cask gonna bounce through bot lane. The Shadow Wave gonna keep Demon healthy though, and I really love the laning decision from Summer's Rift thus far. They're gonna get the Grave Chill and the Spectral Dagger onto Demon. He'll be able to back off to safety though, but putting this Queen of Pain in the bot lane up against a very weak laner in Spectre, I feel like is gonna pan out really well for them. The only question is, how does BSJ fare in this mid lane on the Drow?
I don't know. It's going to be pretty tough. I mean, he's last sitting okay so far. It seems that he's been denied a little bit, but I guess the main attention here is going to be just focusing on this bot lane because it's a try versus try, and Summer's Rift really wanted to go aggro here, which they have, and they keep chunking away at Ja and keep putting a little bit of a dot onto Bloody Nine, so whittling away through their kind of sustain. They're really winning this one out, and this is what they needed to do. Just stop the Spectre. Look at that. Shadow Wave as well. So much damage on Justin.
Yeah, early on, Spectre does have a little bit of extra armor from that Ring of Protection, but really weak to these nukes. And already, as you mentioned, the matchup MJW up against Dankmech, the Tide is accruing an advantage here.
Oh, they're diving him. Justin, he's going to go down. Summer's Rift, just an easy one kill here. Can they get a double though? Brax, he doesn't have blink. He's just manning up and just right-clicking away onto Bloody 9. Jaw taking so much damage too. He's stuck in the tree line. The TP's coming down actually from Justin who respawned. And look at that. They're using the vision so well. Can they at least save one? No. Demon goes down. They blink forward. They're going out to Jaw. This is just a bloodbath already. The Shadow Wave to heal, but it's not enough. And now Brax is out of mana, stuck in the trees. He's going to get just destroyed by that Desolate damage. And he at least got the slow from the poison, and Justin can't chase it out. So yeah, eHug find at least 2 kills and a very aggressive dive from Summon's Rift.
Yeah, it's a little odd to see Whitebeard jump in there that at the end. I felt like they could have just fed over the Disruptor, took the 2-for-1, blinked out Brax, but they look to go further, and they give a kill over to Justin Spectre, which is probably not exactly what they wanted to do, but still not too bad early on in this aggressive try. 4-2, Summer's favor, 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, so the gold exchange wasn't even that much either. It's like 250, and that was it. That Summer's getting an advantage off. But let's talk a little bit about the off lanes. It's no surprise that, you know, the Tide is doing well. Tide pretty much wrecks any kind of 1-versus-1 melee matchup, and yeah, you can see he's on top of the last hits. He's been denied a little bit, but you know, he's filling in. He's doing a stand-in role for IX Mike, and Dank Mech, man, he's doing his thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he went for the Greaves, if anything, one of the newer items. Get the mana, get the health. He's not a bad mech carrier anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah. There's a lot of magic damage as well on eHug's side, so maybe even look for him to build some utility, maybe opts for that pipe. Whitebeard going to secure this rune top lane and maybe go to help out his Tide Hunter for the time being. Doesn't have a level in the poison touch though, so really don't think there's any kill potential on MJW.
Is there a value point in Gush? No? Alright, so he's going to try. Shadow Wave for a little bit of burst, but yeah, like you said, no real gank potential here, and he's still at Carapace if anything, and they're now rotating to a 2-1-2 kind of setup. You know, they're kind of done with the tri lane, don't want to risk diving anymore. Oh, cast bounce, got some solid bounces, but no way they can really nuke him down.
Yeah, Brax is going to be able to salve up. Has the full bottle with the DD as well. So yeah, I guess feeling pretty safe with the dual lane there. They have the blink out. They also have the glimpse coming from Demon, so they should be pretty safe here to farm.
If he wanted to with that DD, he could honestly try to pressure Bloody 9 a little bit. That's, what, a couple hundred damage? Yeah, about 130. He could do it.
Maybe more the intention from Summer's Rift is to try and secure the mid lane for BSJ, though he is struggling pretty mightily, doubled up right now by Infinity in terms of CS. Certainly isn't the best laning matchup and not a BSJ hero, as we mentioned earlier in the draft, but maybe they rotate in the Dazzle to try and accrue an advantage for him. Either way, it looks like Whitebeard going to return to that aggressive try.
Yeah, no reason for him to really stay out too long. He's got level 4, which is nice, too. The level 2 nuke from the Shadow Wave is going to be pretty important. Yeah, we got a glimpse back here from Demon. Bloody 9. Does he go for it? There's the ward to spot him out. There's the glimpse back, and he should be dead here. Look at that burst. Solid damage coming in. The right clicks the poison. He's healing up, though. He gets denied. Solid deny from Ja coming out, and alright, that limits what Summers are really looking to do.
Yeah, it does blow a little bit of their mana pool, but still, you're keeping the Spectre from farming, keeping her support out of lane, so really the intention is there for Summer's Rift, and successfully so. So nicely played by them, great deny again by Ja, but it's only gonna really stifle the snowball, this Queen of Pain. She's only level 4 at this point, and that is the downside of not having your jungle available to your supports and having to share XP with them the entire time in lane.
Alright, so what do we got here? Pick ban, 77% for the Bat Rider, 46% for Queen of Pain. Now it transferred. So look at that flip-flop. Holy crap. Jeez, she's getting picked and banned 96% of the time. Just solid.
Yeah, these snowball heroes have really come into favor, and that's kind of what...
Oh, Demon.
They're going to catch out Demon here. He is going to get Shadow Waved up with the Soul Assumption coming through. Nice grave at the last moment by Whitebeard, but Justin coming through with the Spectral Dagger. Doesn't get the right click off. The glimpse is there just in time. And Demon gonna be able to make it away. Meanwhile, on the backside, Brax gonna bring down one, but he may pay for it with his own life. No blink here quite yet, and with that Desolate damage, one right click will bring down the Queen of Pain. It's 1-for-1 support for the core going eHug's way.
If Ja had a Mango there, he would have been able to use it and get another Soul Assumption off there and probably kill off Demon. That would have been spectacular. Sadly, he did not. He's only got the Clarities, and I didn't really get to talk about any kind of Mangoes. No one really went for any of them.
No Mangoes, Dan's game.
No one's feeling it.
OP item, nobody picks it up. What is this? Either way, couple wards up now onto Whitebeard. Maybe look to assert themselves in this Radiant jungle. We are going to see some rotations over from the Puck, perhaps. He's got an invisibility rune, but Infinity just going to be content to walk back to mid lane, try and pick up that Blink Dagger.
Okay. And Ja has no problem just protecting Justin. Justin does not have anywhere near enough last hits right now. He's at 8 currently, and Brax is just having his way with this lane. He's already got 2 kills, 3 assists, and look at this. They might even go for one at the Ja, possibly here with the glimpse. Is he in range? He's just barely outside of it. So, oh, he actually got him. Wow, that was out of the circle. But Jaw should be going down. Right clicks, blink forward, and there you go.
Yeah, they even TP'd over the Dazzle towards the mid lane to keep BSJ healthy. They brought over the Witch Doctor in B9 to try and bring him down. They even expended the Dream Coil, but the Jaw Ranger looking healthy after the Dazzle rotation. So really good win all around for Summer's Rift.
And Infinity, Puck is one of his main heroes. This is one of his signature heroes, is what I wanted to say. But, you know, going pretty well against the Drow. The only thing is not killing the Drow. Like, if you can ever pick up a couple kills on the Drow, you really shut her down. But if she's just sitting passively back, getting what she can, this is more than happy, or more than a happy time for Banana Slam Jam or BSJ.
Yeah, Infinity is going to pick up the treads instead of opting for that Blink Rush, so is going to look to trade a little bit more with BSJ. Does have a slight advantage in that sense, so maybe they're able to kill her off the second time. Rotations are going to come through now from Jaw. He's sitting up on the high ground, but nighttime vision probably wasn't scouted there by BSJ. Don't know if they have the kill potential without the coil. It's 15 seconds still on cooldown.
Yeah, without the coil, it's going to be near impossible because he just gusts and run away, but... it seems that Justin still can't find anything. Still sitting at 8 last hits, man. This is real rough, and only with the Bazzi, like he's not getting anywhere near an Aquila, not going to get anywhere near a Radiance for another like 30 minutes. But we'll see. And MJW, he's been silent as well against this Tidehunter, who is going to have a very, very fast mech. Like he's already got 1,300 more gold. If he wants to go for the blink and smoke around and try to go gank a bit, he can. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Greaves just come out first.
Yeah, they definitely have some push potential with the Drow Ranger and a lot of sustain with the Dazzle as well. So they can look to ball up, and in that sense, he can opt to forego the Blink Dagger for a little bit while maybe build up into that mech. MJW has certainly been silent, but he's picked up enough last hits here to pick up his Arcane Boots and a bottle. So can
Scream, Wave, Justin, he should be dead. Yeah, simple as that. Jaw's going to fall next. Actually, he's trying to turn around to Brax, but the Shallow Grave is there. Jaw's going to go down anyway. They blink forward to the Bloody Nine. No, not going to risk it. Bottle charges out. Another timely DD for Brax, though. Like, that's the second one he's been able to pick up a kill with. While in mid, we got BSJ TPing out through the coil. MJW couldn't even get the spikes off. He was vendetted up. Oh, that is really well played by BSJ.
Yeah, good game sense from him, and that's huge that he survives here. That would have been a big kill over to Infinity, as you mentioned, and he really is going to need to feast off these kills in the mid lane, being as they haven't been able to make rotations, and how much Justin has been shut down. Cask bounces out onto Brass bot lane. He's going to catch the dagger as well, but the Shadow Wave keeping him healthy for now, and they're looking to trade with this DD still up, but as it expires, they're going to back off.
Yeah, I was like, no way he's going to blink on the Bloody Nine there and go for another tower dive. There would be too much of a loss there for him, but he's still doing pretty well. He's looking for his Orchid as soon as possible. He's already built it up towards one of those Oblivion stabs, and also just giving his members a little bit of the bottle usage, so kind of cycling that one around.
Yeah, 10-minute rune going to spawn soon here. Look for this aggressive try to secure it as well. Maybe they start to get aggressive with BSJ. He does have finally that one level in the Frost Arrows. He's one of those players that usually does forego that early on, max out the Precision Aura to help out his Queen of Pain here in the bot lane. She's going to pick up a regen rune. This could be pretty big. Her ultimate still on cooldown for a little bit, but having that extra bit of burst might be nice up against Justin if they see this Visage out of lane.
Yeah, they see the Visage out of lane, it's an easy kill for them, and even Justin's an easy kill right now. He's only got 1 point into the Dispersion, so it's still a pretty easy kill, and they want to dive. Look at this, they're ready to go. Demons even spotted out, and that might deter them. No, blocking Whitebeard in the tree line too. Alright, so they finally stopped.
MVP.
The lowest last hits at 10 minutes for a Spectre was 5. Oh, jeez. N9 versus LGD, that's Chinese. Ooh.
Mid lane again. Coil's going to be popped on BSJ. He's going to try and TP out this time, but he will not make it. A little bit.
He died in the fountain. Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, rough times for the Drow Ranger, but only 1 kill and big rotations committed. Bot lane, they maybe look to going off this, but Infinity and the Visage going to TP and stifle the aggression onto their Witch Doctor. So overall, eHug with a nice little set of engagements.
Looking for something here, though. Summer's Rift, Brax, man, he's just going around. He's trying to fight. Gets the Scream out. A little bit of right-click damage onto Infinity. The real target was Bloody Nine, but he just didn't want to risk the dive with so many mass TPs forced.
Yeah. I think it's a little odd he actually doesn't jump for that puck there. He used the phase shift. He knew the phase shift was probably down there. Could have dropped a huge ultimate. Would have only been 100 HP from dying there, but I'm not sure that he saw Justin over in the mid lane. So, yeah, as you mentioned, maybe a little intimidated by possibly what lurks in the fog.
So, where are you going, Dank Mech here? What do you got? He's got his full mech, yeah, so... Oh, man. This is one of the fattest Tidehunters I've probably seen in a while. Like 71-4 in last hits too, at 11.5 minutes. Woo.
Yeah, complete free farm and really no reason to have to rotate. The bot lane is holding its own. BSJ has only died once in 10 plus minutes, and now they're going to look to rectify that advantage gain mid lane. Justin's sitting there all by his lonesome demon, coming through with a third level glimpse as well as the static storm. And they are going to need BSJ to initiate here though.
Justin, Thunderbolted up. What's he gonna do? Is there a glimpse back? There is. Have they committed too much though? The kinetic field actually doesn't come out with the storm. Dankmek's gonna pop himself a 3-man Ravage, gets Bloody 9. Joss still continues to TP through. Whitebeard, he's stuck in a 1-on-4 and he's gonna shallow grave. Can he TP out? The coil's in there too. He's gonna be able to get the TP. Dankmek in the meantime comes in. The screen's gonna stop Brax for a little bit. He's so low as well. Dankmek actually goes to his own death. Wait, what? They're going to commit the right clicks. There's the spike. There we go. MJW gets a double kill out of that. Brax is the invis. He's staying in the side. And that's a 3 for none on a Sums Rift overextension? That's crazy that they went for that. And 2100 gold exchange.
Yeah, the Ravage was, I think, far too early coming out from Dankmek there. The 2 TPs ended up being long duration because they all TP'd simultaneously, and he only ended up hitting 2 there as opposed to what would have been 4 if he held on to it for a second. B9, though, is going to drop the ward mid lane. He's not going to be able to bring down Brax, though. It's already too low, but Justin going to haunt and
he's
glimpsed!
He's glimpsed! Oh, man. He goes back up top, though. Banana Sam Jamma, can he get out of this? He's silenced up. He's able to run away just again. Oh, Justin, that was really unfortunate. Well played glimpse by Demon.
Yeah, Demon just right place, right time for him, able to save his Queen of Pain after picking off a support. But yeah, as you mentioned, a little bit of an overextension, a little bit of a misplay from the Tide mid lane, and eHug are right back in this one after that engagement.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to swing it in. Looking at the net worth, no surprise that Brax is on top, Infinity's on his tails, but can't really tell too much from that just yet. But glimpsing back, look at that. BSJ, though, finally caught it up top. The Gust is there. They can't get the kill. The Urn. Is it enough? Do they deny him? They can't deny him. Oh, never mind. He's just dead. They finally killed BSJ. It took him so long.
Yeah.
After that last mid kill, but it took him a little while after that.
And it's not too much that they committed either, so it's nice for the Spectre to be involved as well. With the laning phase kind of breaking down here, Justin's been able to find some CS. He's picked up 27 at this point, climbing his way back up the net worth chart, and is almost on parity with most of the cores of Summer's Rift. BSJ, after those couple of deaths, really fallen off. Only 3k net worth, no gold on him either.
So tough, so tough. And, you know, mid-drow, you're not really expecting that to really win lane. I don't know if they were expecting that to win lane, but that's pretty optimistic to think that Drow could actually beat, you know, a Puck.
Yeah,
especially with the roaming utility.
They would have had to commit much more to that lane in order to secure that advantage. And they did get a lot in the other lanes for sure, but at this point, I don't know if it's quite enough with the Puck now picking up the Blink Dagger and your Tide opting for a mech. His Blink Dagger is going to be heavily delayed here. They are going to look to ball up, though, and press the attack on this tier 1 in the bot lane. They should be able to get it with ease.
Is this deniable in mid? Yes, it is. So we'll see Brax try to deny this one up. Hero Cannon? No, it is not. So Brax gets the deny. The tier 1 down bot falls. And BSJ, he went for the triple Wraithband build. So he's going to give his team that extra boost with the aura and just try to be an aura for now until he can pick up a little bit more itemage and more damage. And Dankmek. What do we got? Blink Dagger coming out anytime soon? No, he has a little while for that. Tier 1 in mid is going to get a little pressured, and we'll see.
Yeah. It's a little odd to see Whitebeard go for the Arcane Boots here. Tide picked it up. Maybe Demon goes for it over the Tranquils, and he gets a medallion so they can Roche a little quickly, but it looks like they're just trying to ball up as 5 and take towers here, so a couple of Arcane Boots, certainly some nice utility for them. They're going to take this tier 1 unabated mid, and eHug going to look for the trade top, but with the glyph available to the Dire, they can certainly go over and rotate. They do have only 2 TPs, though, on Summer's Rift.
Yeah, not going to risk it. No way. And they can just go for a quick Roche here, too. With this smoke, just go straight into the pit, and they're good to go. So they should have this one no problem. It seems that, you know, they have the tank, they have the mech, they're good to go. Is it spotted out, though? Yeah, it is. Actually, eHug is going to go for this fight, it seems. They can Vendetta up. There is no sentry, actually, to spot out. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. Whitebeard dropping that at a very good time. So, what do we got? MJW standing right underneath the sentry. Spectre drops the ultimate, seeing them all in the pit. They drop a silence on MJW. He's stuck. Just silence forever. Caught with the kinetic field. Gonna get gushed down. Brax picks up the kill, and does this stop them for now? The Death Ward beating into Dankmek. The cash just bouncing between them. The soul assumption. Everything committed. Infinity blinks in, gets the silence. The Roche has been stopped for a little bit. eHug trying to go for this fight. A buyback even committed from the Tide. Gonna blink forward. Brax getting some serious damage. The stun, though, from those familiars isn't enough to save the life of that poor Witch Doctor. And now they should have no problem getting this. They even throw down the weave, and this should be a free Aegis to Sum's Rift. And eHug tried to defend. It looked like a good defense, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, it does cost them a buyback on the Tidehunter, but well worth bringing down the Roshan there. They're still holding on to the Ravage as well, so if they want to go forward with this Aegis, they certainly can.
Yeah. That's pretty nice for them to actually be able to save that Ravage, but he was caught in such a tough spot. The cask just bouncing between him and I forget who that was, the Dazzle and Whitebeard, but now they're going to look to use the Aegis, just push down bot. Brax has got to be a little careful. The crit comes in, the spikes are out. There you go. One more right click is enough, and the tower actually steals the kill. Oh, pesky Stour. But MJW, how long does he have to live? He's got the blink. Ooh, Swift.
Yeah, very nice play from him and a big pick, as you mentioned, highest net worth target in the game. So Brax going down there is going to give him some nice progression, although it doesn't set Brax too far back already having the Orchid.
Not at all. So fortification used down bot. Tier 2 should be going down. And BSJ, doesn't matter if he wins mid as long as he stays alive. And now he's got himself a little bit of a Morbid Mask, so we'll see possibly the Dominator. I don't know if he prefers Dominator or Mask of Madness, but either one is going to be pretty good for pushing out.
I mean, yeah, generally when you have that Shallow Grave on your side, you'll see the Mask of Madness come out, but will be interesting to see what he opts for here. Yeah, the Radiant side not willing to fight into this Ravage and Aegis combo despite Brax being down, so good on Summer's Rift to take advantage of this timing window.
And Justin, too, he's been trying to catch up. He's actually at 5.2k net worth, so he's doing much better than his earlier game presented, and he's still got a ways to go. I still expect the Radiance to come out. I don't know if he'll try to switch up and go like S and Y or something like that, but we'll see. And BSJ does have the Dom, and he got himself an Alpha Wolf immediately, so bit of burst damage, not burst damage, but a bit of a spike in his damage now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Justin goes for, as the Radiance will be so delayed, as you mentioned. Maybe he picks up a Diffusal for the Orchid debuff, but yeah, I don't know if it's quite worth building into that. The Radiance is still really nice versus some of the squishier heroes on Sum's Rift lineup.
MJW, does he find anything? If he could actually get a quick kill on Demon, but does want to risk it with Brax on the side. He's got those familiars too. This is such a annoying thing to get played against. Like Vendetta, and then you have the familiars chasing after and locking you up after that to make it an even easier kill. So
yeah, no vision for the Dire there either, so they may have been able to jump in, but two supports waiting in the wings, protecting up Brax, as you mentioned. So smart play from eHug to back off there as the duration of the Vendetta expires. It looks like it will be the Dom for BSJ. He picks up the Alpha Wolf as well, just to buff up his damage for the next bit, but not going to be a Roshan for a little while, and the rest of his lineup going to group up and take this final tier 1 from the Radiant side.
And with that, they pushed down 4 towers already using the Drow Aura, and I mean, this is looking pretty good for Sum's Rift. They're still, you know, a little scared, even with this Aegis, to get caught out.
Mid lane.
Yeah, this is what they want. They want to try to get this kill quickly onto BSJ's Drow, but oh, the Courier almost got sniped off by the Familiars. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, they need to make a move, though, eHug does, whether it's to dive under this tier 2 for the Drow or to defend their own. They're just losing objectives, and they're not finding any trades. And it's an easy tier 2 going Summer's Rift way, and now they're going to TP to defend.
Oh, we got a glimpse.
Bottom. They get the glimpse and the Static Storm onto Justin. The kinetic field will not latch, however. And is there enough in time? They're going to drop the Sonic Wave, but Justin's still pretty healthy. He's going to look to TP out. Coil onto 2, Waning Rift on 2 as well with the Orb at the Grave, keeping Brax healthy. The big Ravage going to come through, cancels up the Death Ward. Demon getting low with the Maledict. He should drop here, and he does. Brax will fall on the backlines to MJW as well. Haunt coming through from Justin. He's going to try and re-engage, but he's just far too low. And with Dankback in the front lines, he's going to have to back off. Jaw going to be finished off to the Shadow Wave there. Actually, the Creeps finding the kill, and BSJ coming through is going to try and bring down the puck here. They are going to be able to get him with the blink on cooldown. Anchor Smash, one last right click, and overall ends up being a 3 for 3.
All right, not bad. That was really interesting because Dankback tried to get his Ravage off so much earlier, but he kept getting the bounce of the cask. Like, that was the big thing in that fight. That cask was like perfect from Bloody 9, but 3 for 3, like you said, and still we do see Sum's Rift in the lead. Like, the graph wise, like they're still 3k ahead in gold. The XP is a little bit more different, but
yeah,
MJW
they get the advantage in that as well, just because Justin had to get out early, so he doesn't even get any experience for those kills, and they still have the Aegis up on BSJ. So even though it looked really even net worth wise or experience wise, I think it still favors Summer's Rift.
Oh, I didn't get to see the fight recap, but 13 gold for eHug was a gain there, and 57 XP for Sum's Rift. That's just how close these fights have been.
Yeah.
If only Justin could have stayed in that fight, and he is working his way towards that relic, so he's got a little bit more to go. And I mean, if he gets it sub 30 minutes, I'd call it a bit of a win for how he had a tough laning phase.
All things considered, certainly so. They're going to have a BKB soon onto Brax, though, so he will be able to get even more aggressive in these engagements. He has been a big chunk of their damage thus far. Not going to pick up the Aghanims for a little bit more burst, which is a little odd when you do have the Dazzle on your side, but BKB means that the Shallow Grave can probably be popped onto BSJ, and they can get a lot of damage from both those cores out. Justin, a little bit in trouble bot lane, but Demon won't be in range for the Thunderstrike there to get the vision for the glimpse.
That's such a Demon thing to do. He just runs at you. He doesn't care if he's got anyone behind him. He did that time.
Level 9 Disruptor running at the Spectre.
And forcing the Spectre back is the really surprising thing. Like, he just doesn't care. But yeah, we got the runes coming in. Vendetta up. MJW hasn't been able to do much with this at all so far. He got Sentry Warded last time. They see him again. He gets Euled immediately. What's going to happen afterwards? Silence gets the Carapace. There's a dagger for defense, and alright, at least he didn't die this time.
Yeah, that's his own defensive Euls there, so certainly a nice play from MJW to keep himself alive, but it does cancel the Vendetta, and Summer's Rift do know that's down. Glimpse and the Kinetic Field going to catch B9 out, and it looks like he's just going to be the sacrificial lamb for his squad. Very optimistic TP from him there. He'll be on the sidelines for 30 seconds.
He was just trying to D-ward, just doing the support things, couldn't do it. And that's the sign for them to push. Cask and Ward have been pretty annoying in these team fights, and I don't see why not just go for it. So this tier 2 should be no problem. The Alpha Bull's still alive for BSJ. He's got a lot of damage. The Yasha too. Max Zora, and everybody just hits stupidly hard right now. Whew.
Yeah, they don't even need their full lineup knowing that the Witch Doctor is down as well. So they don't commit much. They are going to look to mount a defense. Excuse me, top lane as well beyond this. And the push power from Justin alone is just not enough to garner an immediate reaction as they take that tier 2.
He's getting closer though. He needs about 600 more gold. So once that Radiance is online, things get a little bit easier. Not much, but it's still tough to sell that Radiance when he's not that tanky still. So BSJ just wailing away, and they're just trying to break the base. They already brought this tower down below half. There's no tree in this game either, so that's not going to heal back up.
Yeah, the weave was maxed out there for that moment, so really the Radiant not looking to fight into it, and as it expires, Summer's Rift will back off, but they pick up the BKB now on Brax, and maybe now they look to re-engage with this BKB and the Orchid.
Yeah, wouldn't be too bad of a timing, and maybe they just go for Justin. If they can spot him out, why not? And MJW has this haste. He's trying to chase the courier. Oh, it's stuck in the trees, though, so he can't get it. MJW is just cutting the waves, too, so going to make sure that they don't at least have anything behind them once they break this base.
Yeah.
And there is no glyph, so this is just free.
And Dankmech gonna blink out, Cask gonna bounce between him and the creep, and it's gonna keep BSJ and Brax safe on the front lines. They're gonna melt that range Rax with the precision aura. They're just hitting way too hard, and there's been no movement from eHug here to jump in, not even a haunt to look to cancel any blinks coming out from Dankmech, and Justin just split pushing top. The haunt does come out now, 4-man coil as well. The impale through 3. The Ravage is going to be there for some counter initiation, and the Static Storm pretty much completely going to whiff. The Death Ward also doing work already. That's only the one down though for Summer's Rift, and they are going to be able to glimpse back the others. So Demon gonna be able to walk out. BSJ trying to TP out in the tree line, will be able to make it. Demon will fall, however. They've used up the Tidehunter on the side as well. Dankmech has his blink canceled with the mana burn there, and they'll bring him down as well. Triple kill going eHug's way, and they do force a buyback on the Dazzle to no avail.
That was a sick fight from eHug. 4-man coil. Brax couldn't do anything, so he had to BKB and blink away. And they get a huge amount of gold out of that. 3,300 exchange and 3,500 XP too. So they only lose, you know, a range Rax and keep the melee alive. So that's a really solid fight for them. And now Justin also, I believe he has the relic on the courier. Yes, he does. So he's getting there. Another solid base hold like that, and Summer's Rift may have dove a little too far.
Yeah, the beautiful follow-up impale as well from MJW on the Nyx through the
mini Ravage.
Yeah, it was really nice. And also, as you mentioned or alluded to, the Queen of Pain having to blink out means she doesn't even get to expend the Sonic Wave there, and that's a massive chunk of Summer's Rift damage. And BSJ having to TP out as well. They really just aren't able to focus anyone down. So, yeah, as you mentioned, great base defense from eHug, and it's only going to continue to create space. And with that Relic up on Justin, he's only a couple hundred gold away from the full Radiance, and that'll look to accelerate his farm. And if they do take this to the late game, there's certainly no slouches for the Radiant side.
Alright, so Roche is back up in 1:20. BSJ is going to just scout it out. The illusions there. MJW finds the real Drow. The only thing is he doesn't have any backup, and he's just going to kind of chase him, skitter around. Does he get anything, though? We got smoke up from Bloody Nine. They're going to try. The spike comes in. It's going to bounce between the Alpha Wolf. Man, that is just unfortunate. BSJ, he's going to drop here, though. Should be able to get it. The mech. Does he pop? He gets a Shallow Grave, too. Everything to keep him alive. He's just sitting there right-clicking while in the back we have the Witch Doctor dying in Bloody Nine. Infinity's going to get out of that phase shift, and actually he blinks. He doesn't get hit, and he's just going to go away. He gets glimpsed back, though, back into the field. He's going to phase shift it. And does he die? Yes, he does. The Gush, the right-click is enough. MJW gets out. They take the Drow, they get the Yule's defensive, and it's only going to be a 1 for 2. But the Radiance is done for Justin.
Huge play from Dankmech to come in there, and the weave as well from the Dazzle, keeping up BSJ for that time. Else it would have been a much worse engagement for them, but they're able to turn it around and get a little something in their favor. BSJ still is on the sidelines, but they are looking to jump forward.
Oh, Brax
is going to get caught out, though,
Whoa.
with the Mana Burn and the Impale. And that's a huge death for Summer's Rift.
That was questionable. I would say it would be questionable play by him, because he just went so aggressive into Justin, and he's like, oh, Radiance damage, I don't care. Tries to burst him out, and I mean, MJW with the perfect counterplay, so we got Roche back up. It should be spotted out by these familiars, and I mean, with the Queen being down still for 30 seconds, they're not going to really risk to go for it, but I mean, you could see how much they got off just that one kill, 600 gold, and now MJW's third on the net worth, too. He's got Blink, Yules, so much utility. Like, this is definitely turning around for eHug right now.
Yeah, they certainly look like they're able to pull this one back into their grasp. The net worth lead is only at about 3K for Summer's Rift, and that's more or less negligible 28 minutes in. They've also got a little bit of an experience lead going their way, and the items are starting to come out for them. The Yules has been able to keep MJW up, and he's been able to get off big impales. Infinity with one of his own as well, but Summer's Rift going to look to garner an advantage once again. They pop the weave, jump into this Roche pit. Still, though, no medallion on Whitebeard makes this pretty damn slow, and with the familiars there disrupting things, there can certainly be a reaction out from the Radiant side.
Uh-oh. What do we got? What's going to be the response here? The familiar still scouting it out. Don't want to lose it, though. Still going to keep it up for the stun. There's a Vendetta in there. MJW avoids the Gust, though. How do they fight? Justin doesn't have his ultimate up. They're going to get the Death Ward of the Brax, do a little bit of damage to it. They resummon the familiars to scout out the pit. And Banana Slam Gem is still tanking it up. Demon, though, going to take so much damage. The Ravage on the 2. Brax is lining himself up for that Sonic Wave. Wow, actually, the coil only hits 2, so Demon's going to be stuck in there. Going to get cast. Still looking to finish this roast. BSJ is stuck in it. He's stunned. Justin's in the pit with him. They're duking it out. Trying to figure out who gets this Aegis right now, and Justin actually steals it away. Everybody's stuck in there from Sum's Rift, and now it's going to be a full-man wipe, actually. A full 5-man wipe coming out as no one dies from eHug's side. What?
That was incredible. Such an odd play from Demon. The familiars were able to chase him out into the south. I don't know if he had his screen there and was aware that the Death Ward was channeling, but he walks out of the pit and pretty much commits suicide. They're able to bring down BSJ as well. He's all by his lonesome in the pit and stun up Dankmech. Justin picks up the Aegis, and he's still alive with it. And now, all of a sudden, 5 on the sideline for Summer's Rift. Only 2 of them have buyback. Disruptor will be up soon. Not sure if it's enough for a high ground defense. Looks like eHug, though, they're just going to bring down this tier 2 top, look to reset with this Aegis, and then maybe go high ground.
What a fight. Honestly, like, eHug, this is a team that's been around for a little bit. You know, everybody's been suffering from, you know, roster mix-up and stuff, and they're looking really solid for this game, and maybe a little bit of a tilt from Sum's Rift, you know, after tough Red Bull Battleground performance, but they're still one of the top teams in North America, and eHug looking to get further and further to Canada Cup, and they have whoever wins this game still has to play against Wheelwreck while whistling, so that's always going to be a tough matchup either way. So.
Yeah, eHug has done a really good job of splitting up. I mean, I feel like we've seen 3- and 4-man Ravages time and time again, but they've been on the absolute periphery of the radius of the Ravage, and no one has been able to converge on a target and bring them down thereafter. You saw that Death Ward from the high ground coming out from B9. It was canceled, but they're not able to follow it up, and now Brax's BKB is down to 7 seconds and dwindling, and they're going to be able to bring him down more often than not. He hasn't gotten off big enough Sonic Waves in these last 2 engagements.
The Ags for Infinity, that is... Oh, and the Ags for the Disruptor. That's really good timing for both of them. But Infinity's Ags is going to have a huge effect against the BKB, and they still only have that one ranged Rex down mid. Had the melee been down, maybe a little bit of a different story, but...
Yeah.
Now you get to go through BKBs with your coil, and if they break the chain, they're stuck for 4.5, I believe. Is it? No, it's 3 if they break the stun. Or
Yeah, and if you blink out with the full 1300 range on the Queen of Pain
4.5.
and get stunned there, you're not going to be able to jump back into the engagement anytime soon. So it's really a big deal. Radiance damage also doing a lot to Brax if he doesn't have his BKB up. So he hasn't really found any item progression either from picking up that BKB. Only 1700 gold onto him. Hasn't gotten any tankier and really not doing much enough damage to be scary enough to be focused by eHug.
So Justin's working close. Actually, no, I thought he was going to go for his heart, but he just picked up a Yasha, so Manta wouldn't be too bad here. Stop the silence. He keeps getting silenced by Brax, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that he wants to take off anything, but now they just pop out that ultimate from the Spectre. Demon's going to try to TP in with the Static Storm. Can they get it? No, he can't make it out. Justin's going to pick up that kill, and buyback-wise, does he actually have it? He does not.
Yeah. So that's a big deal, especially considering he blew the Aghanim Static Storm. I mean, he will be up for a high ground defense, presumably, here, but they're going to drop the last couple outer tier towers from their side, and it's well worth the haunt to start and establish some map control. You see a deep ward dropped here by B9. MJW maybe looking to go in mid lane, but everyone really close together from Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, that would have been really risky kill, but he's just to loop around. Look at this positioning, so aggressive. He's really close to BSJ too, but that's still a tough kill to get. And they have this really good high ground ward too, just giving him so much information. He's gonna select the courier! Oh, there's nothing on it though, but that's still a pretty big kill.
Yeah.
And is there a response from BSJ? No, blink away. Yules, he's just too fast, just nixes away.
Yeah, he's very mobile, and he's been playing super well as Infinity has, as you mentioned. Signature hero on the puck there. They do have the full lineup ready for Summer's Rift, though. They're going to catch a cuss onto Justin, but
Glimpse?
he's got the Aegis still for another minute here. Not sure if they want to drop too much on him, and the Gust is going to miss. He will be able to back out.
That would have been, like, Demon, his kinetic field kind of timings have been a little off with his glimpses this game. Like,
Sure.
I'm not sure what it is, but we got Justin on himself with the Manta, so he's ready to kind of dispel these silences on him. And Bloody Nine, he's getting closer and closer to his Ags, so we'll see bouncing Death Wards just going like crazy in the next couple minutes. And, oh, Ja even has his own Ags, so all the Ags are coming out in 33 minutes. Like, this is a really farmed eHug team.
Yeah, this is good timing, and they're only 1,100 gold away, 1,150 to be exact on B9 for his Aghanims. That's going to be huge
Brax
up against a couple heroes of built BKBs. Yule's top lane for MJW. Brax has his BKB pop though, and he's going to have the stun from the coil be there. They're going to haunt in, Waning Rift, and the Radiance will tick him down as well. Reality over to the left, and Whitebeard's going to drop. That's two heroes down. Only one of them, the Queen of Pain, has buyback. And with this Aegis expiring in about 10 seconds, it'll be interesting to see if eHug goes up high ground.
Like, I don't feel like this is game at this point, but like this is getting really tough for Summersworth to kind of win. They're getting picked off.
Yeah.
They're lacking the sentries they had in the early game, and MJW is finally able to skitter around and get it done. And he's also got an ultimate orb, and I believe he's gonna go for his Sight Device soon. Like, this is turning into a really big snowball fest for eHug.
And if they pick up a Scythe, what does BSJ have to do about it? Like, he only has the Manta up. He doesn't have his BKB anytime soon. I mean, he still needs about 900 gold to pick that up. He's going to have that level 3 marksmanship too soon, but I feel like he's been a little bit underwhelming in these fights. You take a look at the net worth, and he's 5th overall underneath all the cores of the Radiant side. And after the start that the Spectre had, it is crazy to see the gap she's widened.
Yeah, so they're going to go for kind of an all-in kind of smoke play, it seems. Try to pick somebody off. Blinking forward, Brax, his smoke breaks immediately, and he's like, who the hell just broke that? That was MJW on his blink, and got the illusions, taking him down a little bit. Brax just going to show himself in mid, and they're extending pretty hard to try to find one kill. If they can pick up Infinity here, that'd be huge. Blinking forward, they commit the Ravage. Infinity not going to be able to shift. He's going to get caught in all these silences and just gets picked off immediately. While in the back, Brax gets soloed by MJW, who's unstoppable, and that is not the best exchange for either team.
It's an odd play. Even if Brax doesn't go down to MJW in the backlines, MJW beasting, by the way, at this point, they can't go high ground. They have no Ravage, they have no Static Storm there, and the buyback's available on the puck as well. So what is exactly your plan if you bring down that one target, albeit an important target, with all your ultimates expended?
I don't know. You just take that as a minor victory, but, you know, they did lose that one, so, in Brax. And they're doing such a good job of keeping the silence kind of pushed out right now. So, eHug, I mean, they can just keep farming the Spectre at this point. It's kind of, if you can't kill the Spectre, you kind of lose the game. And 16k net worth, he's recovered from being, you know, at only 8 creeps in like 11 minutes, so he's doing much better now. And BSJ, this BKB, I don't think it'll be enough to save him, but we'll see. We'll see. They still have all their racks standing, and by no means are they out of it yet. It is a best of one, so, you know, you always got to fight it out to the end.
Yeah, certainly. So BSJ, if he's able to stay in the back lines and then pop his BKB defensively, maybe get some work done here. But with the heart coming out soon for Justin, I don't know if they're able to kill him off at all.
Ooh, Scythe. It's done. This is going to be one of the quickest Scythes I've seen on Nyx before. But let's see. He's going hunting. He's got a haste rune too. This is literally his game right now. He's getting everything lining up. If only he had a DD with that haste rune too. But all right. I mean, I'm just going to keep following him around until he finds something. But Summersworth are playing it defensive. They're playing it clumped up, and now the Axe is out for the Witch Doctor too. So Bloody Nine just became a whole hell of a lot scarier.
Yeah, and what does the BKB have to answer against that for BSJ? So if he gets caught at all, he's going to take so much damage. Wipe, you're going to try and bring down this familiar. Is missing uphill. The stun actually catches Dank Mech on the backside. It's going to be about a minute until Roshan spawns, so we'll see if eHug's familiar can last long enough to give him the intel.
Nice, about the 5th fastest time of all. Cool. So he's still hunting around. Justin's still farming away, and I mean, at some point they're going to want to try to push up. And you know, Sum's Rift do have that cushion of their ultimates are really strong on defense as well. So
definitely
they can just kind of wait for that.
Yeah, and you see the patience from eHug. They're going to bring a familiar down there. 100 gold going BSJ's way. So, but just another one going to rotate in from the Radiant side. Look to scout out this Roche. But look at the Radiant just assert themselves in the dire jungle right now. Summer's Rift are playing completely scared. They just throw in a couple of illusions from Justin along with this Infinity Puck and MJW Nyx, and no one is even anywhere near their jungle while the Radiant side pretty much farms the whole map.
That's aggressive. He's going into the Whitebeard. I'm not sure about this play. He's going to get silenced up, and actually they just go around right into it. 2-man coil. Ravage is out, though. Some serious damage coming in from these illusions from the Spectre right now. He just splits around. The Death Ward's going to town. It's just out of range. It can't bounce anymore. Demon's going to get chased down with Banana Slam Jamma, and they get the Gust. They're going to force him back a little bit. Infinity's just going to town, though. Yule's out. BSJ should be falling, and this might be just game. eHug seemed to have done it. That's GG. Wow.
Big time value bet, 3-1 odds for Summer's Rift here, and I feel like maybe they made a little bit too much a priority towards counterbanning eHug with that Drow Visage. You put BSJ on a hero that he's really not comfortable with the Drow Ranger, and he has a bit of an underwhelming performance, but MJW definitely MVP of the game on that Nyx. Looked beautiful all game long, and now eHug gonna move on to face Wheel in the next BO1, and Summer's Rift out of D2CC Season 5.
Yep, so that does it for us here. We're going to go a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have the next game up in a little bit. I know it doesn't start for a little bit. This was a quick game, so once it's ready, you guys will be informed, and we'll play the music. I am Yad. Joining me here is at MRP_Dota. More
That's
rage,
correct.
Please. And then joining us for stats was at MottPax. So we'll see you guys soon, and hope you guys enjoyed. So, yep, there you go. Look at that. MottPax are putting it up for us anyway. So, yeah, enjoy the music. And we'll see you for the next game, which is going to be Wheel Wreck While Whistling taking on eHug.